Hello everybody, today I'm going to be showing you how to get a 10-minute blink dagger on Jungle Legion Commander with dreads with 100% consistency. There's no luck involved here. The camps don't matter at all. You can get good camps or you can get bad camps. It really doesn't change much at all. You can't get lucky, you can't get unlucky, because you simply kill everything. That's all you do. Legion Commander can very easily kill any camp in 30 seconds, which allows her to stand here, wait for the next camp to spawn, kill that one, and then start making a full rotation of killing both medium camps and the large camp consistently. This gives you incredibly good farm speed, and 10 minutes blink and treads is guaranteed. Obviously the things that can fuck you up are other heroes. If the enemy pick a bounty hunter or something, picking Jungle Legion Commander is a terrible idea. This is mostly the reason that Legion Commander is a bad pick for jungle. Obviously as a jungler we're not going to be taking the bounty rune. We just come here to try and secure the rune for our mid, help him out a little bit. We're a pretty good level 1 hero. Running in with our moment of courage gives us a lot of tank ability and a lot of DPS. So if we do go in, maybe we can get first blood, maybe we can get an assist on first blood, and even if it goes bad, we'll just carry out a salve to heal ourselves back to full. Not a big deal. It will delay our farm a little bit, but not a lot at all. So quite simply, you're just going to take out the first large camp as quick as possible. The goal obviously is being to clear it before the 1 minute mark, so you can kill the next one. And no matter what camp it is, you can do this very easily with quite a lot of time to spare. There's no camp that you cannot clear in 25 seconds or so. Then you just simply stand here and wait for the next camp. I'm worried that's overlapping the line a little bit. You want to courier out a stout shield as soon as possible. Obviously if your mid's using the courier, then you can wait. It's not a huge deal, but ideally you'll be able to use it as soon as possible. And that's the hard bit of the game done, really. All we have to do is kill those 2 large camps, which is a little bit tricky without having a stout shield. And the rest of it, we're not taking as much damage because we're just tanking medium camps. We can use this trick to only tank 1 creep at a time, which isn't really necessary, but it's useful at level 2 at least. I'm doing this horribly inefficiently, by the way, quite obviously. But it doesn't matter because we're going to be in position before the next camp spawns, so a lot of this is very basic. Like, you can't really fuck it up. It's just very simple. So I don't know if I mentioned the skill build, but this is the big thing that most Jungle Legion commanders fuck up. Our skill build is going to be 4-1-2-1. The reason we go for this is because having maxed overwhelming odds is by far the best to actually get kills, because it's a huge nuke. It gives us a lot of movement speed. We could use that and then go duel somebody. And we don't need these higher. As simple as that. We can farm very efficiently with just this. You technically don't even need 2 points into it, but it's just a comfort thing. We won't be ganking before level 8 anyway, so yeah, that's why I go for this. The Blightstone's a recent development. I never used to get this, but it's just a lot of damage. It's very cheap. You don't have a unique attack modifier. You might as well go for it. It will delay your blink a little bit. I'm saying 10 minutes, but with this it might be more like 10 minutes and 30 seconds. Haven't really tried it yet, but I think it's definitely worth getting. You don't want to use the courier too often, but you know, wait for your team to not be using it and then you can use it. That's why I was holding on to it for so long. I wasn't just couriering out the blightstone immediately. I want to kind of replicate a realistic scenario here. Otherwise there's no point in making a guide, is there? If you've ever got 4 mana, you should use it. Pretty simple stuff. Using either spell increases your DPS, which allows you to farm faster. Using this is actually more DPS than this for most of the game. When they're both level 1, it's pretty arguable, so maybe it isn't worth, but even at level 2, it's going to be more. It's going to save you more right clicks than using press the attack wheel. So for most of the part when we're using our mana, we're going to be using overwhelming odds, especially when we can stack camps, so it gets a little bit bigger. I can actually feel the blightstone improving our farm speed. I think it's a really good addition to the build. I always get it after blink usually, but I think there's no reason not to get it before blink. Even if it does delay it a little bit. Well, I suppose if it does delay it, it's not that good, but just having it available before you start killing people, I guess, is good because it just makes that first duel a lot easier. Now, there's a little bit of debate there if you want to put a point in duel or a third point in overwhelming odds. Putting the overwhelming odds will improve your farm speed a little tiny bit, and in a lot of scenarios, if the enemy came here, for example, and you're mid chasing them, you could probably kill them with overwhelming odds, where you're not going to be feasibly likely to get a duel off it. But just having the duel is kind of an optimistic move. Maybe they misplay and you can get free duel damage. It'll be useful. Either way, it's not a big deal. It doesn't make a huge difference. So I'm just going with the optimistic build here. Going to quickly give ourselves 150 gold so we can get a flying courier just to replicate a real game. I think I did the command correctly and gave myself the gold. I may have not given myself the gold but then bought the courier anyway. Whatever, doesn't matter. Not going to give myself more gold because I think I did give the gold anyway. As a position 4, sometimes the onus is on you to get wards and couriers and stuff and help out a little bit. But as Legion Commander, you simply cannot do that. You're too much of a snowball hero. It's too important for you to get as fast farm as possible so you can start getting duels and snowball out of control. Did that stack? Nice. I actually didn't think it was going to. It was really close. Well, I thought it was, but then it didn't look like it because they were in the fog from that tree. Sneaky bastards. And I mean, at this point, well, now we've got Treads and blightstone, we can pretty much farm all 3 camps very reliably. So we're just farming at 100% uptime now. Later in the game when we've got Blink and stuff, obviously we can farm all 3, and the wave and the small camp and stuff like that. But for now, just farming all 3 of these camps is pretty much optimal. It's what we want. And I'd say we're on pace for the 10-minute blink. It might look like we've got a long way to go because we're still, you know, 1k needed, but our farm speed's a lot faster than it was just 5 minutes ago. And again, like, you've got a lot of leeway here. We farmed them all with a lot of time to spare. I mean, at this point in the game, I would consider farming all 3 of these and then heading over to this large camp. Not because it's more efficient, because it probably isn't. Ugh, I'm bad at cutting trees. But because just being here gives us, you know, close proximity to the lane, and then we can just nuke them down and run in and duel the offlaner quite easily. Actually, I'm going to go kill that small camp because we've got so much time. Might as well use our time efficiently. Because we know we can go clear all 3 of those camps in time anyway, we're going to finish this one off just because it puts us in a better position. Because if we clear this one now, then we can clear these 3. If we just went and cleared those 3, then we'd have to run back here, and we don't really want to be there. We'd rather be around here waiting for the lodge camp to spawn again. So we're going to end with the lodge camp. There's a bit of a debate if going press the attack or moment of courage. It's kind of personal preference. Press the attack doesn't scale very good at all. Just having level 1 press the attack is normally good enough. Okay, I've been greedy and I might not be able to clear this and the lodge camp. But that's fine, because what we're just going to do is just stack the lodge camp. So we're basically not losing any gold because we're going to kill it anyway. We're not losing any creeps because it's getting stacked. And here we go, 10-minute blink dagger plus the blightstone treads. Again, I don't know about blightstone before blink. I think it is good. It did delay our blink a little bit, but it's not a big deal. Like, it's seriously like 30 seconds at most. And obviously once you got blink dagger, you should be running around for your first kill. That doesn't mean you shouldn't be farming, though. Like, you should always be farming on Legion Commander. You farm very quickly, you can farm creep waves and stuff very quickly. But basically what we want to do is just kill their mid at this point. So we just simply run up to them, say the creep waves here, Q, blink, R, easy kill. We'd have, you know, a huge amount of damage and a huge amount of attack speed from this. The nuke would kill them, would do a ton of damage with the creep wave, and the duel would just simply finish them off. Obviously we'd also have our mid hero there to help us out to get the kill even easier. Basically you've got like a guaranteed kill using this method, because you farm so quickly, you're going to be very, very strong compared to whatever they're doing. Even if they're stomping mid, they're still only going to be like level 10 with not much items. So it's really easy to do this. Anyway guys, that's pretty much all there is to it. Hopefully you guys follow this guide, try it out in real games, have fun with it. Don't do the stupid build of putting all points in press attack or all points in moment of courage before maxing overwhelming odds. I've demonstrated that it's completely unnecessary to level these skills past the, level 1 or level 2. So please stop doing that in pub games. It's really annoying. Yeah, so hopefully you enjoy.